Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, guys. How's everyone doing today? Smash the like button on your way in. Ooh, guys. The Bears got liquidated. We're making money. Our bags are pumping. It's exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Friday. Guys, Powell did a complete 180 at Jackson Hole. Probably, I'm assuming, because of the updated, trashy jobs numbers. He had no choice. The entire foundation of his policy justification prior was disintegrated before his eyes, almost seemingly overnight. He had no choice but to pivot. His legacy is now destroyed by the idea of an impending stagflation. So, in order to stave off this impending stagflation, he has decided that the Fed no longer needs to give a crap about 2% inflation target. They are now going to specifically prioritize jobs data, which makes sense because the jobs data looks like doo-doo. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. I'm super stoked. It's DCA Day. Fahid, Tom Selleck, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, Vikey Odin, Tishu. What's going on, guys? I am excited. Let's get into the charts. Bitcoin 116,789.03. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. Explosive candle. 3.61%. Total 3.81% on the day. Bitcoin's looking good. Almost in time for my August 24th through 30th breakout. Fractal speculation. I'm not entirely sure. Big Dog said, "What's up, JJ? What up, mods? What's going on, Big Dog? Can somebody like Cash App or not Cash App, DoorDash a churro to Vikey?" I've never had a churro either, but he's been talking about it a lot. I feel like we gotta get my man a churro. All right, let's see. Zoom in. We got up top 117,602. I almost had a technical difficulty. I unplugged my headphones while we were jamming to the intro music because I was so hyped up. 118 even. Very cool. I guess let's go one more. That's a very small range. I'll go up here. Very tippy top. 119, 195. Cool. And then down below, guys, I think I'm going to film a spooky video this weekend. 115, 611. I have all of my equipment to film something fun. 115, 313, representing Detroit. Very cool. And then the very bottom, I guess I'll go right here, 114, 218. Mikey said, "I saw that Powell God candle on my phone and smiled while with my girl, and she thought I'm talking to another girl." That's pretty good. Was she more mad when she saw the green candle? You're like, "No, babe, it's not weird," and you show her the phone, and you got a boner. It's like, "What the hell is that?" She takes your phone. You're like, "Get it?" She's like, "Who are all these alerts from? Who's Gemini? Who the hell's Gemini?" All right. Bitcoin looks good. We're right in the middle of our liquidation ranges. I got nothing more to say. We are hyper bullish after the Powell pivot, which is exciting stuff. Bitcoin dominance breaking below 59% for the first time since the dawn of time. For the first time since February 1st. The boner didn't help. It's just a green candle, babe. It's not a big deal. ETH is up 14.21%, breaking its previous all-time high for a moment. Current all-time high now sits at $4,887.59. Pretty cool stuff. We all know what happens now. ETH is leading the altcoin market. The altcoin reckoning has come. Waterfly said, "You have intro music? Supercycle." Guys, smash the like button. We got 14 people here. Can we get 14 likes? You guys killed it with likes yesterday. I feel like you can kill it with likes today. I believe in you. Look at all these beautiful inverse head and shoulder patterns. Look at that. Textbook. Only the frugal target is way, way undershot. We are going to reach a point, I believe, in this market, especially with so many vets, where people sell too early, too frequently. That is going to be a frequent occurrence. It's going to be a huge problem this time around. I don't know if this time's going to be different. I don't know if this cycle is going to change from 4 year to like every 3 months. We go through a little mini bear. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I do know, I can say with confidence, that people are probably going to sell way too early, way too frequently. It's going to be crazy. Fahid said $152,000 top. Big Dog said they kind of taste like a warm cinnamon pretzel if they're fresh baked. Mikey, cool. Okay. ETH, I got no words for. Maybe we pull back and retest our breakout. I don't know though. Honestly, I would not be surprised to see it just linger around this all-time high and then actually break it and then go farther. The fact that we broke just from one little Powell speech is pretty crazy. When the news starts to drive the market, that's how you know there's enough liquidity to do something fun. Sol is up 10.48%, currently chilling at 199.17. A break and hold above 200 would make me excited. I would want to stay above it though. We've broken hold it above it. Hold it. I said hold it. Dang. We broke and held above it twice in recent history. So I want to break and hold above it and stay above it and then continue to the upside, hopefully heading towards 225. We are in a general uptrend, so we'll see what that turns into. RSI not even overbought yet. Let's go check ETH really quick. ETH is overbought. Your momentum wave looks good though. Bitcoin is not overbought. But yeah, 10.51%. We're starting to get into that double-digit days. The triple D double-digit days. John said held it. I'll have to put that on a t-shirt. I know you guys literally buy none of the merch that I put stupid crap on, but it makes me happy that it exists. I'm gonna get a Twisted Ashley shirt because that was hilarious. That was quite possibly one of the funniest things that's ever happened on the channel. Tom Selleck said cycle is the same. ETH outperforming Bitcoin now. Tom Lee talking about the flippening already. Oh shoot, that means the cycle top, doesn't it? The flippening? Oh no, actually, that is literally phase 2. Are they just doing exactly this? Like word for word? That's gonna be kind of funny if it plays out 100%. What if I said gay merch? What? What? Total 3. Up 5.98%, dancing around 1.07. We got our bounce, our double bottom actually, around 1 trillion. Held perfectly. We did a little baby fake out below it. No big deal. Nobody panicked. Honestly, it seemed like we were all relatively level-headed on the channel, and for the most part, people on X, surprisingly. No, like there was a handful of people freaking out, but it really wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. ADA is up 8.98%, dancing around 93.14, currently sitting at 92.81. RSI, not quite overbought yet. We got a green dot on the momentum wave. Not quite a green dot confirmed on Market Cipher, though. Big fat green candle. Held 82, looking good. What are we expecting here? I don't know. I would like for ADA to get above $1 and stay above $1. and then start to establish further upside from there. Right now, it's probably just going to be all about that journey to $1. Last time, we just went straight there. So what's it going to take this time? Because this failed. There was not enough strength. It was incredibly overbought. So we want to maybe do that and get a little bit sideways, reestablish that RSI, and then break. Or just go straight up and reestablish the RSI way the hell up here. SNEK is up 13.74%, trading around 5113. We held right around 4.5. We didn't even get to 4. I was targeting 4. We got kind of a double bottom at 4.52. So I'm happy with that. We broke above 4.7 and broke above 5. Next stop, 5.6. I would love to see it trade above 6 since the Chinese New Year. It's been quite some time. Tom Solok said, bro, no one knows what Twisted Ashley is. Like 3 people were here for that. Fill us in on the lore. How do you not know what that? There was like 30 people here for that. That was during the 12-hour stream. We were talking about the games in like the 90s and how some of them were really weird and they were like made for like teenage girls, and they're like gossiping and they're like calling like fake phone numbers. And then I jokingly pretended to be the voice on the phone, and I was like, Ashley's a whore, because it was always like a gossipy board game. And then we talked about Bop It. I started talking about how weird Bop It was, and this was like an hour later. I started talking about how weird Bop It was, and then I think it was oh shoot, who was it? Was it the Real Oak Tree? Who in the chat were like Twisted Ashley, and I just started cracking up. It was so funny because Bop It was kind of weird too. It was like pull it, twist it, spit on it, spank it. So then we came up with Twisted Ashley because Ashley was from the gossip game. It was funny. You had to be there. I think I clipped it. Maybe I didn't. Let me see if I clipped it. Twist it, Ashley. How did I not clip that? For real? I'm sure I could find it later. If I do find it, I'll post it in the Discord again. What if I said this weird crypto show? It is a little unhinged. We used to bring Bop It to the bars and get drunk and play it. Dude, that was fun. I remember whatever the second one was. What was that one called? Was it just called Bop It 2? That one got like way more hard. I guess I should say complicated. Hard is probably not the right word. XRP is up 7.56% on the day, currently trading at $3.06. It got back above $3, which is great. We were struggling back here. I talked about how weird this uniform dump was, and how I didn't want it to be like this, because we had a uniform dump here, and then it just exploded to the downside. This was the exact opposite. Uniform dump, and then exploded to the upside. Making sure people aren't touching my work van. I have to go out there and smack a Karen. But XRP's above $3. Volume looks good. RSI chilling. You got a unconfirmed green dot on Market Cipher and a green dot on the momentum wave, signaling, I believe, bullish divergence, which is what is also on ADA. No bullish div here, or actually there's bullish div on Bitcoin as well. Yeah. So Bitcoin, ADA, and XRP so far have bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frames. Looking good. HBAR is up 8.84% on the day, currently trading at 25.63. Beautiful bounce off of our trend line at 23.50. So this was our target for the pullback when we broke out of, or when we broke below our purple ascending trend line. And we hit it perfectly. Kind of got a little W off of it. So my goal here for HBAR to remain bullish would be to get back above 26.5, back into our cancer curing range. I feel like they can do it. If we break down from here, then it can still just as easily be bearish. You got kind of like a harmonic here, and this is just like it's just curling over. Volume still lacking. I would want to see this volume and this momentum sustained through the weekend and through next week. It lines up with the seasonal data on most charts, And I feel like the market's just too bullish with the possibility of rate cuts next month for us to get the pullback that everyone's betting on, including Ben Cowan. I think that's Ben Cowan's big claim to fame right now is the September pullback for altcoins specifically. But it's almost the end of August, and alts are stronger than ever right now. Total 3. I guess not stronger than ever. That's probably a bad term. Let's go check total 2 really quick, because that includes ETH. Yeah, look at this. Ooh. So we crossed through our local high, which is the local high from way the heck back here. And our current all-time high is 1.71. We're at 1.66 right now. Almost overbought. Actually, yeah, it is overbought right now. Your momentum wave looks fine. We're not overbought there, so that's safe. The RSI rode the moving average and got kind of like a W off of that. Tom Selleck's goat said Max Payne is now no pullback and everyone's sidelined having to FOMO. That would be probably what's best, honestly. Waterfly said Fat George. Hi. Who's Fat George? Gourmet Brands Broken said September is typically a down month. Tom Selleck's goat. Yep. Flight Van said, can you tell me what's going on with JYAI? It looks deflated. Yes, I can. So JYAI. You do have to smash the like button though. JYAI got a nice little pump yesterday with that 30% candle. So you got a 30% candle, and then off of that, you got a 12% pullback. So you're still up over 15%. Well, no. You're up 12%. That math doesn't math, but okay. I mean, I think it looks fine right now. My biggest concern would be the fractal, because this is literally just a stretched out version of what happened in the past. And it is following it very closely, even though it's decoupled a little bit at the moment. We've watched it decouple here and here as well. It can still play out pretty closely. So you want to maintain some semblance of upwards price action. If you start going down, then I'm going to assume that it's going to play out the way that it's played out in the past. Tyler's submitting an early daily close contest. I guess I can't really tell you what is and what isn't going to happen. I can just tell you what I see and what I think and what to look out for. Right now, you are at support based on this previous peak. This is previous resistance turns support. So you got that going for you. That could just easily break, though. You got bullish div. Your RSI is lower while your price is higher. You also technically have bearish div too, though. The bearish div played out. The bullish div is playing out. So this is your bullish div is that. So there's definitely a chance for a pump. Also got to keep in mind that it's a meme coin. It's got $15.3 million market cap. It's based on ETH, which could help or hurt it. Is it going to make a janky head and shoulders here? Maybe. If it does, though, that does not mean that it's the end of the world. It could just as easily invalidate. I've talked about it a couple of times this past week. I've seen head and shoulders invalidate violently to the opposite direction more often than I've seen them play out the way that they're supposed to. So keep that in mind. Everything's up to observation right now. It is lingering. It seems like people are putting their money elsewhere. Probably higher caps. You go back to the path to Altseason. It does specify money starting to trickle into large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. So JYAI would probably fall under phase 4 with mid caps, low caps, micro caps, meme coins, everything pumping. So it's doing pretty good, all things considered, where we are in the market right now. And it's like a seasoned, I would consider this a seasoned meme coin. It's been a while, it's been around for almost a full year. So I feel like it's in good shape. Where else were we? We were at Sui. Sui's up 10.13% on the day. Currently trading at 375.85. We broke. So Sui played out really nicely. Got a double bottom here. What's interesting back here is we got a higher low. Right here we got a lower high. Or a lower low. I'm sorry. Right here we got a lower low. And I've seen that happen a million times as well. This is technically also a higher low right there. So there's W's upon W's upon W's. The M right here is also right in the middle. Shapes are going to shape. What's cool is before we kind of retested 325, this time around we went to the midpoint in between 325 and 342, right around 335. And we bounced off of that. Beautiful volume. Obviously, that's from the Jackson Hole Pump. We broke straight through 353 and 370. We're sitting at 375.92 right now. A close above 375 psychologically would look really good. And hopefully an eventual break of $4 would be even more exciting. That's my macro target for SWI right now in the midterm time frame. Not financial advice. Your RSI looks great. Momentum wave looks great. You got bullish div, unconfirmed green dot. Ondo's up 10.37%. Similar situation with Ondo, only instead of it being a lower low, it's just a flat W. Beautifully held 90 cents. Didn't even, like, you got a little fake out below it, but candle body's all closed above it. Flight fan said, okay, thanks, absolutely. That pulse player said, go look at REI up 50%. All right, let's take a look. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Is it really? Up 54.47% on the day. Let's go. Dude, heck yeah. Complete recovery. You break above 1289 and it is go time. You're probably, so this is a new zone and you got some established volume there now. I am going to put one more line on the chart now. You got this guy to worry about. 1572. And this is strictly based on support, resistance, resistance. 3 points of confluence. So you break above 1289, 1572 is your next target. Looks awesome. RSI is not even overbought yet. That's what we want to see. And what's crazy is they had this lower low to fake some people out. Everyone probably freaked out there, sold their bags. Volume's technically picking up. This is really, really low right here. It's even lower here. It is slowly increasing over time, which is great. That's what you want to see. This is what a pullback looks like. It is. This is a great example of a pullback. Before you had a pump and dump, accumulation, increase over time, healthy pullback, and now it's going to return to the mean, which means probably it's just going to dance. It's going to dance around this level until it eventually increases over time. Looks awesome. That's exciting. Congratulations. Ondo. Ooh. Ondo, beautiful bounce off of 90. Like I said, we got above 95.35, which is that really important level that I've been harping about for forever. And immediately broke straight past $1. It's at $1.01 right now. I would love to hold above $1 for the daily close. That's my goal here. Tom Selleck Scout said ETH Classic pumping more than ETH because people are morons. Why are they morons? I thought ETH Classic was the proof of work. I thought people liked ETH Classic. That Pulse player said, let's go. Thank you. You as well. Heck yeah. Cheers, guys. Oh my gosh, there's a face in my chai latte. It's got a big dumb smile. I gotta take a picture. This is so stupid. Let me clean my screen so you guys don't think I'm a filthy bastard. Or you guys don't realize I'm a filthy bastard. Look at it. Hold on, I gotta make the screen bigger. Hold on. It's a sign, man. It's a sign. Look at him. Come on. Hey, look at it. Look at his face. Takes forever to adjust, doesn't it? That's awesome. That was my face today when after Paul gave his speech and the market went crazy. I was like, do I gotta reset my webcam? Is it all funky now? Hang on. Let me fix that. I'm gonna be really bright for a second. Really bright and laggy and beautiful. Okay. We're good now. Cool, cool, cool. John 3:16 said, blessings. We are going to be rich. Smash the like button. Guys, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. It really helps out the channel when you guys smash the like button. Also, feel free to become a channel member. Stick around for the daily close contest coming up in approximately 18 minutes. Chance for you to win up to $100. A lot of fun. For Ondo, like I said, close above $1 is ideal for the daily close. Arrow was up at one point. I think it was up like 20-25%. Crazy explosion out of Arrow. Inverse head and shoulders right here. Played out beautifully. We broke above my initial target at $1.50. I was looking for it to break above that and then linger. JJ's first target, then linger. We hit that target, and now we're lingering. So, close above $1.50 would be huge here. RSI is not even overbought yet. Your momentum waves point to the upside. Everything for Arrow looks amazing. I don't even know what's in the cards after this, man. My top target's 250, which is probably really low. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go from there. I guess let's get the 250 and then we'll reevaluate. I do believe, yeah, there's almost no volume here. Our current local high is here-ish. And then we also had some volume here on both ends. Does this go back further? No, that's all the price. Okay, I really like that, actually. Current all-time high is just above that. I'm going to call it 240. It's like 238. But I'm going to leave my line there. That wick can do whatever it wants. Right now, we're pretty decent ways away. We're at $1.50 right now, man. We got potential to at least 2x, it seems. Not financial advice. Tyler said, this makes me so happy. Me too, Tyler. Me too. Appreciate you guys. You guys stuck with it. Pengu Chad's checking in. Hell yeah. What's going on, JW's Adventure? So yeah, Arrow looks awesome. Pinlink up 14.07%. Absolutely killing it. This was up tremendously as well today. Beautiful rebound. I told you guys this was an accumulation area. Anything in this range, man, in my opinion. We're getting closer and closer to 60. Anything down here is accumulation. This is like mid-accumulation. Even this is a little bit less, but still accumulate. This thing at one point, and I don't think they've inflated it. It's just retraced and lingered. Was like $3. So there's a ton of potential here for gains. It's an AI coin. People are freaking out about AI. So it's the buzzword of this bull market. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's probably gonna do numbers. US Adventure said Pengu to $1. We flipping Doge. Let's do it, man. JSU 2.0 said when family. What's going on, JSU 2.0? JY's Adventure, Pengu is still actually a huge inspiration to the SNEK team. So we'll be right there, right below you guys when you flip Doge. It'll be fun. Cheers. Delicious. Okay. Render's up 9.7% on the day. Beautiful bounce at 350 area. We broke right back above our purple trend line and above 374. We're currently trading at 388, up 9.7% on the day. RSI isn't even overbought. We did have bullish div and an unconfirmed green dot on market cipher, knocking on our 395 level. If we can get back above that, and then eventually, probably as soon as we break that, we're probably going straight above 4. So we'll see what happens. We've watched this play out once before. It's the same exact playbook every single time. Kind of a no-brainer. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. And you can see these literally like mirror each other, which is interesting. So maybe we're going to do this, but mirrored, which is a rejection, sweep liquidity, and continue. We'll see what plays out. So far, though, it looks really good. Stellar is up 8.66%. Beautiful bounce off of our lower trend line at 38.45. We actually technically candle body closed 38.60 on this red, and then we immediately went up after that, besides the wick. Currently sitting at 42.54. RSI is not overbought. You got bullish divergence and an unconfirmed green dot on market cipher. More room to run, man. More room to run. So what's going to happen here? We got kind of a janky inverse head and shoulders. It was in just a descending pattern. 42.53. I want to see this break above 46 because we were struggling to get above 46 right here. That's going to be my next big target to get above, to then hopefully establish some foundation to get above 52. Tishu said no mention of BNB, even though it did all-time high today and is a big cap. Shake my head. It's just not on the list. It is in my my news, though. It is in the news segment. BNB did make all-time high. Nobody uses BNB. Have you ever... BNB, like, I don't want to talk... I actually like BNB, and I like CZ, and I like Binance. I have respect for them, as opposed to Tron. Not a big fan. Nobody actually... Like, genuinely, nobody uses Tron. People use BNB. That was obviously a joke. But no one uses Tron. I've never met somebody that uses Tron. I've never met somebody that asked about Tron. I've never met anyone that had anything to do with Tron. I'm 100% convinced that it is a scam. Not financial advice. Don't sue me, Justin Sun. I don't have any money. You got plenty. Leave me alone. But BNB, I feel like is like a... It's like a close-knit community of people that use BNB, because I've never actually met, and again, you know, I'm in an echo chamber just the same as anybody else is, so I'm not saying like, oh, I've heard of every project and I know everybody that uses everything. I'm not saying that at all. BNB has just been performing so well, even throughout the bear market, that it's no longer news to me. You know, look at this thing. Was $42. It went all the way up to $671, and then it pulled back to $300. That's 50%. Big deal. They didn't even really experience a bear market, and then it immediately exploded to all-time highs in 2024, and it stayed up there and then continued to blast all-time highs like once a week. BNB is a monster, and because of that, it has become boring. There's a scam wake on Binance. Yeah. Oh, Binance US does not surprise me. Tishu, Binance US is the same exact exchange that had the $8,000 Bitcoin scam wick when Bitcoin was at like 60, 70K last bull market. And that cracks me up. And everyone calls it a scam wick. I'm almost positive that there was literally just such little liquidity there. Somebody had a ridiculously low $8,000 market buy order, and some idiot market sold way more Bitcoin than what was stacked up as buy orders, and they hit the first couple, and then it just wicked down to that 8K buy order. That guy, unfortunately, sold probably a whole Bitcoin for $8,000, and the guy with the buy order was immediately like $52,000 in profit, which is freaking hilarious. So if you want to try to game the system, go to exchanges with little to no liquidity. You're going to obviously be at risk of getting scammed because the exchange itself might literally just take your money and peace out. But if you're a degenerate gambler, set a ridiculously low buy order on an asset with little to no volume, and you might make a ton of money. The problem after that is you're either going to have to try to move it somewhere else or wait for there to be volume on that exchange again to sell it. So not financial advice, obviously. It's an exploit, you know. The concept sounds fun. It's like the movie Blank Check. That's what it reminds me of. Polkadot's up 10.4%. What? How come nobody mentioned this, dude? Polkadot shredding. What is going on? Very similar back here as well. Same story every single time, only with Polkadot, I see kind of a uniform inverse head and shoulders here. And did we point this out yesterday? It definitely overextended that target for sure. So we seem to have found support around 378 and blasted right past 4. It's at 419 right now. 421 is the next point of contention. If we can get above that, then 444 will be next. We are not quite overbought, but it's very, very close. We didn't even have bullish dip here, though. We had a green dot on your momentum wave. And Polkadot woke up, man. It's been in this longer term uptrend since June, so it's looked good this entire time. Fartcoin is up 11.96%, wanting so badly to recouple to the fractal, the Fartcoin fractal, if you will. Not financial advice. We do have a textbook harmonic thing here, whatever you want to call that. Bullish bat, bullshit bat, whatever you want to call it. I don't make the rules. But we'll see if we recouple. We are struggling around $1. We've got beautiful support at 83.27 though. That held nicely. Volume coming into play. RSI looks good, chilling right around 60, and your momentum wave pointing to the upside. CAS is up 8.47% on the day, currently trading at 9.3. Inverse head and shoulders on CAS for sure. Target probably exactly where we're at right now. That's a very frugal target. Yeah, 93. I would like to see this get above 94, 95, and then establish enough momentum to get to 97. 94, 95 is going to be your midpoint, though, which if it's struggling here right now, it's probably going to reject and hopefully rebound. RSI not quite overbought, but it's getting there. Momentum wave point to the upside. Avalanche is up 10.8% on the day, currently trading at 25.24. Beautiful wick down to 22.08, midpoint bounce at 22.60. Broke right above 23.20 and 23.61, all the way up to 25. Straight past it. There seems to be a common denominator here of resistance right above 25. We're at 25.24 right now. I would love to see this close above 25.24 and stay above it instead of going right back down immediately like it did back here. I would like to see it at least linger right here and then continue to the upside later. If that's what's going to happen for the RSI to cool off for a little bit, I'd be totally fine with that. We'll see what plays out, though. Chainlink up 8.38% on the day. Currently trading at 28.23. Nope, that's wrong. 26.87. Well, this is deceptive. What the hell is this red for? I'm not sure why this is here. I guess I'll make it green just in case. I'm assuming that's supposed to be one of my lines. John said BNB is the next Netscape of crypto. Tishu said that Scamwick and BNB USD on Binance US 1 hour though. So limit orders should be used on Binance US. I don't know. Limit sell for sure. Binance US is where that 8K Scamwick happened. You always want to look at exchange volume, or at least maybe if you like Binance US, that's totally fine. I'm sure that their exchange volume is decent. Look at asset volume on the exchange, which you can see on CoinMarketCap, or you might be able to see it on Binance US. I'm not entirely sure. Tishu said, I told you about BTC at resistance on the 4 hour, but you won't ever look at BTC pairs. You got to tell me to look at it. And the dog said, what do you think of the Dogecoin chart, sir? I am getting to that right after the link. I would like the link to break 28.23 and establish support up there and then head to 31. But Chainlink has just been shredding. There's really no desire here. It's just going to keep going up. We do have bearish divergence, so be careful there. You got price higher, RSI lower. But, well, no, actually, that's it. You got bearish div, so be careful. You got a green dot on your momentum wave pointing the upside, and your RSI is not quite overbought yet, so it's pretty safe to continue up. Doge is up 12.36%. Little inverse head and shoulder with a fake out to the downside. Fake out to the downside explosion right after Powell. If we get a rate cut, the markets will dump. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. Tyler said if we don't get a rate cut, we are so effed. John said they usually do. I think that it depends on the size of the rate cut. And I guess your definition of a dump. I'm pretty sure they do always drop on rate cut news. Like when the rate cut is announced. I don't know if I would use the term dump. Tyler said, nah, I think we just hold or mini pump for a cut. I think John might be right. I'm pretty sure every time we get a rate cut, the market does react negatively. So it's just a thing. Tom Selleck said rate cut aligns with top of global liquidity, I think. We shall see. So Doge, I was looking for a target of 20, and we did not even get down there. We got a nice little W. Doge actually played out a little more bullish than everything else. Its little W was significantly higher than its previous W. So you got an obvious uptrend here, which is nice. Your RSI is not quite overbought yet. Your momentum wave point to the upside. You are at a macro, a mini resistance. You're at a resistance point right here. All of my lines are gone because the other chart disappeared. Devastating. Completely ruined my day. It didn't ruin my day, but if I had really been like, what if it was like ADA or Bitcoin or something, where they're just like, oops, it's gone. All of your stuff is gone. And what if I had been paying for TradingView, would that have been the case as well? Because I don't want to pay for TradingView if they're going to just mysteriously delete my crap. I refuse to pay for TradingView. I love how I keep finding ways to make that the topic of discussion. So I would like for Doge to get above 24. 25 is going to be a psychological resistance. And then, yeah, 28 should be the next stop. See what happens. It is almost overbought, though, so keep an eye out for a potential retrace soon. Near's up 10.02%. Getting a little rejection at 269. We got a bounce off of 240 level-ish. Broke right above 251. And dancing around 269 right now. If we can get a close above that, I'd be happy. If close below it, that's totally fine, too. We got a little WW. Cool. RSI is not quite over, but bullish div. Yeah, there is bullish. So you got bullish div and momentum wave, green dot pointing to the upside. Unconfirmed green dot as well on market cipher. Pengu's up 20.3%. Wow. I almost bought more too. Damn it. Pengu's up 20.3%. Currently trading at 3665. Very cool. Bounced above 0298. Oh, I'm sorry, 0299. Bounced at that level. Broke above 3.1. Broke above 3.3. And currently chilling at 3.6. Next stop, hopefully 4. We do have some impromptu resistance here from previous price action. So, ladies and gentlemen, less than 1 minute remaining for the daily close contest. Silver, very pumpy, 1.97% on the day. Beautiful. DXY, dumpy AF. MicroStrategy, beautiful bounce right at the level that we called. NASDAQ, extremely pumpy, 1.46% on the day. And S&P, extremely pumpy, 1.52% on the day. Looking good. Bitcoin dominance, 58.36. Get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Let me go down to the 1 minute time frame. 116, 927 and 69 cents. Let's go. $17 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler said, not true, LOL. When we pause, we dump. Really, it goes off how JPX, bullish or bearish. JY's Adventure said, Pengu will flip Doge. Ladies and gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Justin Bahachek said, hey, yo, what a day. Beautiful day, my friend. Absolutely wonderful day. And it's DCA day. Fahid said, when Memecoins? Tyler said, I know you've never heard this, but XRP case is officially over. Wait a minute. Is that actually real? I think Gourmet Brands in Brooklyn said something about that earlier, too. Are you guys joking? I'm gonna make that a shirt. That would probably sell like crazy. All right, guys, we got Tyler. Tyler submitted his guess early. As a channel member, he can do that. Any tier, if you guys don't want to break the bank, I think all my tiers are relatively cheap anyways. But if you don't want to break the bank, the cheapest tier allows you to submit your guess up to 1 hour early. Are you for real? They closed the case again? Stop it. You're messing with me. 116,669.00 for Mr. Tyler. Very cool. I feel like we've had that price a million times. We got Gourmet Brands Brooklyn coming in with 117 even. I like it. We got Tom Selleck's Goat coming in with 117,100. We got Fahid coming in with 117,200. We got Brennan Hilgen coming in with 117,072.24. We got Arrowmaker coming in with 117 even. I do believe that is Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn's guess. Arrowmaker, you're going to have to resubmit. It is first come, first serve, my friend. Tyler changing his guess to 116,900. Jay Shear 2.0 coming in with 116,888. I like that one. Fahid said we got a tie, Gourmet and Error Maker. It is actually, Gourmet submitted first, so Error Maker's got to resubmit. Thank you for saying something though, Fahid. Sometimes I can't notice. Tom Solix said LDO up 20% as well. You should have bought. I got other assets that are way more than Lido. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn said yes about XRP. Jack the Ripper posted on X and a bunch of other people. What? That's insane. What did they even say? I gotta look that up, dude. That's gonna blow my mind again. Again? All right, Error Maker giving a $50 leeway for Fahid. That was very nice of him. Or Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, 117.050. Tyler said, I always guess early just in case I make it or forget. Janix coming in, yesterday's winner. Congratulations, Janix. 116.795. Beat Tyler by 69 cents. Did you guys see that yesterday? Tyler got all cocky. He insisted on changing his answer, changed it, and he was off. He was over. He was over by 69 cents. Literally, like, it was an even number. It was like, what even was it? It was like 112 even or something like that. And he guessed like 112 and 69 cents. And he lost because of that. That's crazy, dude. I love you, Tyler, but that was a legendary loss. 69 cents is pretty awesome. Cheers. 69 cents between you and $100. I just can't believe it didn't pump after the news, the 5th time news. Dude, because they're milking the news too much. They gotta relax about it. How many times can the same case end? Stop. Yeah, yeah. Tom Sellerscoat said, notice no sense added to Tyler's guess today. Dude, watch it close. If it closes at 116,969 cents, that would be so crazy. At least then he would win $20. Tyler said, if I'm going to lose, I want it to be by 69. Yeah, that is pretty legendary, honestly. I don't know, what's more exciting, winning $100 or losing by 69 cents? Because, like, I feel like both of them, you'd be, like, legendary, but for different reasons. We got a 116,900. Do we have that already? That is Tyler's guess. That Pulse player, you're going to have to change it, my friend. It is first come, first serve. You got 20 seconds remaining, actually. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for participating. That Pulse player, I'm sorry, you're going to have to play again tomorrow. You guessed Tyler's guess. You didn't get your update in fast enough. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get these bad boys up on the board. We got Fahid coming in with 117,200. Did I sort these yet? We got Tom Sellerscoat coming in with 117,100. We got 117,072 and 24 cents coming from Brennan Hogan. I wonder when the Renaissance Festival is. I think it's in the fall. We got Error Maker coming in with 117,050. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn with 117 even. That's a good one. You guys are all way too bullish. Are you guys okay? We got Tyler coming in with 116,900. We got 116,888 coming from J Shear 2.0. And last but not least, we got Janix coming in with 116,795. Tyler's trying to bend the rules as if he is the person who runs the contest. We got 29 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you want to participate in the daily close contest, we do it every single day. It starts at 7:50 p.m. EST, and 7:55 p.m. EST is the hard cutoff. We allow the first 12 entries. It is first come, first serve. That pulse playout, that is Tyler's entry. That is why you were not included. Tyler guessed that number. But if you nail the first 6 digits, you win up to $20, or you win $20. If you nail the first 8, or if you nail all 8 of the Bitcoin daily close price, then you win $100. We do it every single day. All you got to do is smash the like button and subscribe. It's a ton of fun. Janix said everybody went 0.00 today after yesterday. Dude, yesterday was crazy. I can't believe that happened. Currently, oh no. Currently, we are at Tyler's guess. Oh, 116,899.99. What the heck, dude? This one's going to be a crazy one, too. We got 1 minute and 56 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin 116,899.99. Is this going to cost me $100? Oh my gosh. Oh, we're getting pumpy. Tyler is currently in the lead. 116,911 and 97 cents. The question is it going to pump, dump, or flatline? We've seen all 3 of those things happen. Mr. Tyler with a crazy guess today. What if it closes at 116,969 cents? I think that would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. Getting a little dumpy here. 1 minute, 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That pulse player said ETH moving again. Nice. Yeah, ETH is up 14.39% today. Killing it, dude. Shredding. Those double-digit days are exciting, man. The triple D's, double-digit days. 116,917 and 96 cents. 57 seconds remaining on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in. Actually, don't, because time's up. 50:49. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner, is what I meant to say. I got them all canned responses in my head. They all get jumbled up, apparently. Tyler said, I need a shirt. I lost the daily close contest by 69. That's a good one. 116,932 and 27 cents. Tyler still in the lead. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. It's between him and J Shear 2.0 with Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn closing in fast. Bitcoin getting awfully pumpy in these last 23 seconds. 20 seconds left. 116,935.99. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Bitcoin holding steady. 116,935.99. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, solidifying his advance once again. Mr. Tyler is our winner. Spam the bananas in the chat. Today's Bitcoin daily close, 116,935.99. Congratulations, Tyler. 116,935.99. Oh, Bitcoin getting a little pumpy here. With a guess of 116,900 even. Cool, cool, cool. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Very cool. A revenge win, even though he did literally miss out on $100 yesterday because of a 69-cent deficit. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. I'm never going to let you live that down. It was a legendary loss, one for the books. But today, you are the winner, my friend. And that's weird because of the daily close price today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's transition. Tyler now has 30 wins, with Fahid behind by a 50% margin with 20, followed by Hofs at 15. So Fahid needs a 50% increase in order to catch up. All right. Make it 30. I need to see it. I'm not doing it now. You get to see it tomorrow. You're gonna have to attend. Gotta come back next time. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Mr. Tyler. Spam the bananas in the chat. Very cool. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. I need to specify on yesterday's. Tyler lost by 0.69 on this day. He lost the $100, the $100 win by 69 cents on this day. I just need that documented. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 116,900 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 116,935 and 99 cents on August 22nd, 2025. Mr. Tyler's prize is a devil dog made by a company that goes by the name of Drake's. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Enjoy your devil dog. You can suck the cream out. You can separate it like an Oreo and lick the white stuff off. You can share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your grandma, share it with your mom, share it with your sister. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Oh, let's see. We had some fun in the chat earlier, I saw. Chewy said, Jordan back streaming Tuesday. JJ is over. What's the title today? To the moon after yesterday was bear market dump? I don't know. I don't pay attention. Yesterday's title was Bitcoin and altcoins volatility, pump and dump, uncertainty looms. Today is Ethereum breaks all-time high after Fed hints at rate cuts, Altseason imminent. We had an Altseason delay the other day. Where was that one? I don't remember. Maybe I didn't post that one. Yeah. Okay. Tyler said a month of lead. I don't know about that, but he's significantly less than a month. Just had to have dog in it, doesn't it? Oh, shit. I didn't even think of that. That's awesome. Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got through our charts. We got a ton of news articles today. I don't know if you guys attended the Jerome Powell Jackson's Hole speech or Trump's Oval Office address. All of them were incredibly bullish, which is what led to this amazing price action. Very exciting stuff. News. Just in, U.S. jobless claims hit $235,000, highest since June, with continuing claims at 1.79 million, most since 2021. Weak labor data suggests or argues for rate cuts, but the Fed officials are holding firm on inflation. The policy clash makes Powell's Jackson Hole speech even bigger. He pivoted hard at Jackson Hole. We got Ondo and JP Morgan partnering to revolutionize finance. The partnership aims to make tokenized finance products more accessible to a wider range of users. Very cool. The summary of Fed Chair Powell's speech today at Jackson's Hole. Shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting policy. Suggests downside risks to employment are rising. Labor supply has softened in line with demand. Fed abandoning flexible average inflation targeting framework. Basically, they're going to let inflation run rampant. They don't really care about the 2% target anymore because it seems near impossible to get to 2% with what's going on in the world. They can't take stable inflation expectations for granted, and they're preparing for a September rate cut. Not financial advice. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. Bitcoin Archive posted, Powell says the Fed is moving away from its strict 2% inflation framework. They're going to let inflation run hot. Buy as much Bitcoin as you can. Powell said the Fed has adopted a new framework that, look at this, they're doing their job. Whoa, holy cow, blowing my mind. That removes a reference to the central bank seeking inflation that averages 2% over time, and one to it making decisions on employment based on shortfalls from its maximum level. I feel like that's a typo. Am I reading that poorly? Basically, number go up. Latest, and then this happened as well. Canada officially drops retaliatory 25% tariffs on U.S. goods to ease tensions with Trump. Steel, aluminum, and U.S. car tariffs will stay in place. Very cool. Fed Chair Powell says the shifting balance of risk may warrant adjusting our policy stance. It appears Fed Chair Powell is setting the stage for a September rate cut. People are calling for 2 rate cuts this year now. It's going to be an exciting time. We'll see what happens. In a stunning blow to the experts, Canada is removing retaliatory tariffs on the United States. President Trump won. Lots of victories today. We got a interesting coin fashions. This gentleman said, I made $1 million at 19 in January of 2024 in crypto. Dropped out of college, went in full-time, then lost it all. Hustled until December 2024 when I made another $2 million. Spent/lost most of it now. Currently more locked in than ever. The future is bright. I'm not going to lie. It sounds like this guy has a gambling addiction, but I like his attitude. This is the way to approach life. If you lost $1 million that you made in a year, why can't you just make it again? You know what I mean? If it took you a year to make it and you lose it, you could just take another year to make it. Maybe it takes you twice as long to make it. Who cares? $1 million is a lot of damn money. Don't be fooled. People will tell you it's not, but it is. Trump's World Liberty spent 5.025 million USDC to buy 1,076 Ethereum at $4,670 just now. That was 8 hours ago. They loaded up today. They've been loading up. That was the ultimate sign. President Trump's tariffs can reduce the U.S. national deficit by $4 trillion over 10 years per CBO. That was the first piece of data that's come out like that of its kind. Trump was very excited about that at his Oval Office thing. Harvard scientist claims interstellar object heading towards Earth could be nuclear powered. That I thought was kind of silly. Bitcoin Archive posted U.S. House adds CBDC ban to defense policy bill blocking the Fed from creating a digital dollar. Progress. That's exciting. This one was really crazy. Strike Finance on Cardano, the perpetual trading platform on Cardano, has now surpassed 70% of all Cardano on-chain trading volume. That's crazy. If you guys aren't loading up on Strike, I can't help you. Not financial advice. I think that they're going to go absolutely insane. I think that my Strike bag is going to tremendously outperform my SNEK bag, and that's saying a lot because my SNEK bag is enormous compared to all of my other bags. So, Unusual Wheels posted, Trump has announced the United States will be taking a 10% stake in chipmaker Intel as part of a deal negotiated by Trump and Lutnick. Marty Party posted, Trump quote, only stupid people are shorting the markets because they hate America. Trump also said low IQ people short the market. That made me laugh. I thought it was really funny. We got another, in case you don't realize what's happening, the Fed is about to start cutting rates into stagflation. That means rate cuts into rising inflation with weakening labor market. If you don't own assets, you will be left in the dust. It's going to get exciting, guys. It is going to get exciting. Watch Your Guru posted, Justin, China says it firmly stands with India opposing President Trump's tariffs, and apparently nobody cares because the market did amazing today. EU accelerates plans for digital euro stablecoin with potential rollout on Ethereum or Solana blockchain. Interesting. $250 million worth of cryptocurrency shorts liquidated in the past 4 hours. That was 8 hours ago. Fed Chair Jerome Powell suggests current conditions may warrant interest rate cuts. Canada to remove retaliatory tariffs on many U.S. products. Bloomberg reports total cryptocurrency market cap reclaims $4 trillion. 88% chance ETH reaches 5K in 2025, according to crypto prediction platforms Polymarket. President Trump says Fed Chair Jerome Powell is too late for interest rate cuts. He should have cut them a year ago. BNB reaches new all-time high of $900. That one's for you, Tishu. Over $1 trillion added to the U.S. stock market today. That one was crazy, crazy number. U.S. government now officially owns 10% stake in Intel. We knew that. Head of IRS crypto unit, Trish Turner, resigns. Grayscale files S1 for XRP ETF. $250 billion added to the cryptocurrency market cap in the past 24 hours. A lot of green, big green. Very cool. Cryptosaurus posted, Tom Lee explains how 6.6 billion in Ethereum generates over 200 million in net income. If you hold ETH and you agree to stake it and validate transactions, you earn the staking fee, which is 3%. He plans to use the income to pay Bitmine holders a cash dividend. That is going to be an insanely gigantic incentive for institutions to adopt the crap out of Ethereum. And who better to do it than Tom Lee? He's literally illustrating to all these people that you can just make money by holding this, like a savings account, but it's decentralized and it's guaranteed. There's no BS around it. ETH is making new all-time highs. The breakout will be magnificent once it retests. Most likely, people will FOMO now and chase it, thinking it's going straight up. but then it will retest the previous all-time high range, and only later will it truly blast off. This is how I think it will play out. That's an opinion, not financial advice, obviously. Bullish, wealthy Asian investors target 5% of portfolios in crypto as adoption broadens. That one was huge, actually. That's a big deal. Trump's family firm, World Liberty Finance, has added 5.025 million worth of ETH. We read that earlier. Update, Strategy remains the largest corporate Bitcoin holder with over $629,000, or I'm sorry, 1,000 Bitcoin. The top 5 also feature Mara XXI, Bitcoin Standard Treasury Company, and Bullish, with Tesla, Coinbase, Block, and Trump Media further down the list. Is Tesla above Coinbase? Riot, Metaplanet, Coinbase. Okay, Tesla's right below Coinbase. That's crazy. What is going on? Powell said the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risk may warrant adjusting our policy stance. Bitcoin has reached 2% of all global money. This one was awesome. Awesome metric. Very cool. Wow, why is there so much Chinese yuan? That's crazy. They printed so much money during COVID that returning to 2% inflation is impossible. Now they must print more to pay debt that will therefore remove this target permanently. Powell confirms the Fed is abandoning its 2% average inflation target. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new here, this is how it works. 1, market goes down, people panic. 2, the Fed lowers rates and prints money. 3, markets boom and people are happy. 4, printed money causes too much inflation. 5, the Fed hikes rates. 6, repeat until hyperinflation. That is it. $10 billion in Bitcoin shorts to be liquidated at $125,000. Fuel for the next leg up. Very cool. Bitcoin currently just under 11K away from that target. Exciting times. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Are you ready for 250K Bitcoin? This is literally exactly where I said it was, right at optimism. This actually might be a little bit behind. I think we're more right here. But they think we're right here. It looks good either way. I'm happy with it. Number go up. That's the idea. This is the final bear trap before altcoins go parabolic. Get ready. Alt season is imminent. There it is. I'm excited. Reminder, once this man cuts rates, your altcoins will run 10 to 100x. The only mistake you can make now is selling too early. Preach. Arctic Alpha posted, one man at the Fed is driving global markets, especially altcoins. Jay Powell is concerned about his legacy and economic fallout blamed on him for his slowness to cut. Market is expecting multiple rate cuts this year. In May 26, in May 26, we get a new Trump Fed chair who will also be very dovish. From now until deep 2026, I expect monetary policy to loosen substantially. Altcoins will explode in this environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the supercycle is imminent, and we are here. We are here to reap the rewards. Last but not least, we got Bitcoin Census. Altcoins printing a textbook cup and handle pattern next step for $1 trillion. This is on total too. That's exciting. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Are we going to get a little pullback from Bitcoin, or are we going to blast up? We are right at the previous CME gap. I don't know if that's even relevant, but we'll see. Wiener dog, but the dog. Okay. Tom Selleck said, wasn't Trump's Oval Office just that we're doing FIFA? Yeah, but he mentioned a million other things. The jobs thing. I don't know if he mentioned... I don't think he mentioned anything about Powell. He talked about a million things. You know Trump. He rambled. Gourmet Brands Booklet said Trump took credit for 1K rally in the stock market on tariff money coming in. He didn't even acknowledge Powell insinuating a rate cut. I think he's just waiting for the rate cut, honestly, at this point. Tyler said, okay, then he's a very good gambler, in reference to the thing earlier. JSU 2.0 said, how do people blow so much money? Right, dude, right? Chewy said, bro, ADA sucks. Gourmet Brands Booklet said, yeah, ADA is struggling. I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. Tom Selleck's code said ETH getting to 5K by next week. Fahid said, will Asia send it? I think so. I think this weekend's going to be crazy. I'm excited. Tom Selleck's goat said, Tom Lee, my goat. Whoa. Tom Lee's goat? Yes, Slido and its token LDO stand to benefit significantly if large entities like Tom Lee's BitMine and other Wall Street institutions increasingly stake ETH. You can ask Grok why. Tyler said, every pump. Here we go. Alt season. is in. Pullback, we are dead, LMAO. That's what happens every time, man. That's a cycle. You just got to get used to it. What you don't want to do is when you dump, you don't want to go, ah, and freak out and sell your bags. Oh, dang it. And then sell everything. And then it pumps back up. And you're like, every time you get like really emotional. And you just think that you're like a victim being targeted by the market maker. The market maker does not give a crap about you or your bags. But they will take advantage of your whiplash emotions and make you sell the bottom and buy the top over and over again. You might as well just send them your money. Just give them your keys, man. At that point, just give them your keys. It's easier. It's so much easier. Save yourself the mental anguish. If you're going to freak out, just donate your money, man. Donate it to like animal shelters or something. Or maybe not animal shelters. Donate it to animal sanctuaries. Gourmet Brands in Brooklyn said, we haven't heard from Pocahontas in a while. I feel like she's going to come scalp us again in September. What can she even do, man? Justin Mahachek said, whales and retailers have more influence with volume on the weekends. Question is how much USDT is sitting on the sidelines? A lot. And it's only going to increase over time. I don't know if we're ever going to... I think stablecoin dominance is going to have to be separated permanently from the market because they're going to start using it for everything. And crypto is just going to be like one of those things that people sometimes use stablecoins for. But if you can grocery shop and pay your bills with stablecoins as well, it's going to become the same thing as the US dollar. So the dominance is going to be way, way crazy. Tyler said instead, have no emotions and lose in the long run when you miss the top. So you got to have a plan, man. All right, we went through all of our news. Let's go through our portfolios. Our 1K to 10K Gronk portfolio somehow still in the negative. It's down, what is that, $22? You guys said ADA was not performing well, but it is the top performer in the 1K to 10K Gronk portfolio, outperforming Solana, Render, Ondo, Doge, Fetch, Proppy, Near, Shib, and Aptos. So it all depends on when you bought, guys. ADA is in profit 19 bucks, Sol's in profit 18, Render's in profit 5, Ondo is in profit 79 cents, Doge, Fetch, Proppy, Near, Shib, and Aptos are all dragging her down, and we are still down 22 bucks. Memecoin portfolio, however, is in profit $59. Always the first to get back in profit. WIF is number one in profit $78. Pepe is in profit $41. SNEK is in profit $29. Doge is in profit $3. And GigaChad is still down tremendously, a whole $94. Will it recover? And if it does, is it going to recover with the vengeance and flip all of them to replace WIF and the number one seat? Next, we got the narrative portfolio, my favorite and the most stable. It is currently in profit $113.29. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real-world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently, VeChain is the only asset that is not in profit here. It is down $7. Then we got Decentraland in profit $10, Fetch in profit $18, Tau in profit $27, and Pepe in profit a whopping $63, leading the pack. And then we have our perfect entry portfolio, which maybe we should have added to last night, but what are you going to do? We got 2 assets left to go. We currently have 8 assets in the portfolio, all voted on by the community, selected by you guys. Currently in profit, $143, killing it. Chainlink shredding up 76%, $76. ETH up $23. Squeeze up $21. Ondo's up $12. Sol is up $10. Graph is up $6. And there are only 2 assets that are negative in this portfolio. Crow is down $3 and Render is down $6. These are all brilliant examples. The only one that is negative right now is the 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. And that is, it's not even that bad. Honestly, being down 22 bucks with literally 60% of the portfolio being negative right now, $22 is nothing. That's how much the ones that are not negative are carrying it. That's pretty tremendous, honestly. So you got a very boring, stable, slow-growing portfolio with the Grok one. You have a brilliantly stable, kind of slow-growing still, but it got in profit and stayed in profit. So the narrative portfolio, doing great, honestly. I like the narrative portfolio, but it is a boring one. The Memecoin portfolio whiplashes, but when it's negative, it's kind of bad, but it gets positive so fast, dude. And then the perfect entry portfolio, which I think has maybe been negative once this entire time, and that was for like maybe a half a day. This portfolio has been performing brilliantly. And the entire idea with this one is that every time Bitcoin dips and everyone freaks out, we buy. every single time. We loaded up. I don't even know when we loaded up. We probably loaded up down here. And then we added some right here. I think we added some right here. We probably added some here, here, and then here. What is that? That's 6. So we must have started off with more than one. I don't know. Who knows? We add to the portfolio when Bitcoin is down and sentiment is horrible. People think the entire bull market's over and we're going to zero. There's going to be World War III and EMP is going to wipe out the entire Bitcoin network. That is when we added the portfolio, and it's performing brilliantly. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised at how great this one's doing. We got a bunch of chats. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn. We haven't heard from Pocahontas. Justin said, yep. Tyler said, instead, have no more. Yep, I read that too. Okay, Justin said, Goldman Sachs said 3 trillion about to flood into the crypto market. Maybe 1.3 trillion to Bitcoin, 1 trillion to ETH, and 0.7 to alts. I like that. I think those are good estimates for market top targets. Oh, for market top targets? I have no clue. Honestly, look at Bitcoin's turning green already. It's going to get so exciting, dude. Total 3. My top for total 3 is 1.5. People are calling for like 5, though. And then total 2, which includes ETH. Is this where everyone's calling for 5? I don't know. People got some crazy targets, man. And if we do extend heavily into 2026, I really have no clue where it's going to go. Okay, my top for the total crypto market cap is 5 trillion. Or was that 4 right now? So that would be a 20% increase. So maybe I'm way off. I'll happily be way off, honestly. And then we got others dominance. Which is breaking out. Look at that. So we pointed out this symmetrical triangle the other day. Yesterday, I think. And we are popping right out the top of that. If we break above 8, it's going to get pretty spicy. Justin said a thing. Yep. Josh said, oh, is Giga good? No, Giga's down like 50%. Justin, I mean, I guess that's a good time to add. I'm not going to say it's not good because it's down, but it's been the worst performer out of all of our portfolios that we've been tracking. It has literally been the worst. Justin said, I have to do some math on the major coins and get back with you. Could be interesting. I mean, I'd like that. Hook us up, man. So when I started streaming, everyone used to give input all the time, and I put it all on charts, and that's literally how we like established what we do on the channel for TA. So, Wag Me Down the Street said, my strategy is to resell a pack of hot dogs for a 100% profit and rotate that into Bitcoin at its all-time highs. Hell yeah. Philly said, yo, dudes. Hey, kids. What's going on, Philly? Wag Me Down the Street said, do you think Dinosuchus could beat Gigantosaurus? Yes. Justin said, oh, shoot. Look at the Bollinger Bands on Bitcoin. Let's go take a look. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Oh boy, did I break it? What's happening? We might have broken. Hopefully the stream doesn't rug. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, we're good. Bollinger Bands. I thought I had him favorited. Do I not? What? Okay, I thought I had him favorited for sure. Bollinger Bars, Bollinger Bands. Yeah. Okay, we got a little squeeze and pop. What time frame? Justin. Josh said, haha, okay, man, I had high hopes for Ourbit/Grift. Drag me down the streets, cracking up. Billy said, look at the moves Pengu made today. The stream rugs anytime someone says Litecoin. Dude, if it rugs right now, I'm going to freak out. That would be hilarious. So, we kind of, oh, jeez. I'm long Litecoin. On the 4 hour, we hit the bottom, popped up above, and we're like riding that top band. I don't know if that's relevant or even a thing that happens, but I kind of like it. It popped down here. So there's definitely no squeeze coming on the 4 hour anytime soon. On the daily, it's just enormous spread. It looks like it's trying to squeeze though. Weekly kind of could be squeezing. You had this decent squeeze right here, which popped to the upside. Gosh, this chart's so messy. There we go. That's so much better. Dude, I'm telling you, is this fractal going to be spot on? I'm on the 5 minute. The lower time frames are the only thing with information. Okay. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Bear with me, guys. It's my first time using TradingView, apparently. Ooh, okay. I mean, I like that. I can't look at this without thinking of like small intestine. Oh man, Justin said I'm on the 5 minute. Yep. Wag me down the street and the long Litecoin. Philly said Justin Tyler for Heat Tom Gourmet. What's up, fellas? Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. What do we have for likes? 16. Nice. I like it. I'll take it. We got 24 people watching though. Can you guys smash the like button? We got 16 likes, 24 people watching. What's up with that? Temp Guy said hi. What's going on, Temp Guy? Appreciate you. Smash the like button. Welcome to the channel. Justin said, yeah, the bands get tight before a big move comes. Then when price breaks above, it bounces off top band. That's the diggity. I like that. That's actually sick. We are getting squeezy squozy here. Not as much as it passed, but more than back here. It's about the same as this, I would say. But we're at the upper part right now. Look at that. That's crazy. Oops. Bollinger Bands are fun. Let's see if we pop above that. We're at 116.927 right now. It's just interesting that it like stays inside it. All right, let's get her out of here. Get back to my Fu Manchu. Did I delete both of my indicators on accident? Oops. Bollinger Band. Bye-bye. And we got, I think I got to do RSI first and then Fu Manchu. Yeah. Sick. Okay. I don't know how many times I woke up the other day and my entire watch list was rearranged. I was so pissed. I like get up and I sit up and I look at my laptop and I was like, what? What happened? I literally had to go back to my stream and look at the way that it was ranged. I don't know. I pressed like symbol or last or something and it just completely reorganized. I don't know how to undo that. Drove me crazy. Felix said, JJ, is that a devil dog? Yes, it is. That is Mr. Tyler's prize for the day and it disappeared. Where did it go? Oh, jeez. Does anybody know where the devil dog went? The devil dog is missing in action. I have officially lost sight of the devil dog. Requesting immediate backup. Devil dog is MIA. Okay, I've recaptured the devil dog. We're going to go one by one. Down the various time frames until the devil dog is restored to its former glory on the 4 hour. We have officially recaptured and reunited the devil dog with its owner. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A successful operation. All right. Congratulations, Tyler, once again. On your victory, let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Bitcoin getting a little spicy here. Hopefully we just get some insane... just give me some God candles, man. Let this be known as God Candle Weekend. You know? Jerome Bowles Jackson's Hole God Candle Weekend. Give me something. Something fun. Something... disgusting. Zoom in. Bam. We got 115,721. Oh, it's a little bit different. And then we got 115,323. And then I guess I'll go all the way down here, 113,831. And then up top, we're going to hit these liquidated. Dude, we're going to liquidate all these bears. 117,610. How many billionaire friends do you think Tom Lee has that he's talking into buying ETH right now? 118,008. Look at it, it's 11 boob. Nice. And then, God, get out of here, man. Can I pay for a stupid little ad on TradingView? How much do those cost? That's actually not a bad idea. 119,201. I say as I literally get mad at the ad that's popping up. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, that's a pretty fat devil dog. Gotta be a double stuff. It's a Drake's brand. I've never heard of devil dogs. It's gotta be a regional thing. Ours here are called Suzy Q's. And they look a little bit different. The Suzy Q's, this looks like nice. This looks like something you could buy at a bakery. The Suzy Q's look like they're prepackaged. Bitcoin getting a nice uniform pump here. Nothing else really moving. We got a little bit of movement out of Render, Bartcoin maybe, Avalanche of course. Everything else pretty quiet. Pengu looks great. Let me go check up on my Pengu. I can't believe silver got a 1.97% pump. Billy said, hey JJ, if you talked about it, sorry I missed it. What's your guess for final pump? October? Just before Christmas or in 20? I'm thinking 2026, Philly. I am. I think we're getting now top. I don't know. I don't know if we top out here or in 2026. Final pump though, I think that we're going well into 2026 for sure. It's going to be interesting. And midterms are coming up as well. Like we get into 2026, we get closer to midterms. They're going to have to start schmoozing, you know? I was hoping today's Oval Office thing was going to be stimmies, but it wasn't. It was FIFA. How much would it cost? I'm curious. Let me see. I'm going to ask Grok, actually. If the White House sent just $600, I feel like would make the market go crazy. $600 stimulus checks to everyone in the U.S. who makes less than 150K a year. I think that was a threshold. I don't remember. How much would that cost? All right, let's see what Grok says. Because if they can do it with minimal impact to the tariff revenue, I feel like they would do that in a heartbeat, especially closing in on midterms, because they gotta schmooze you. Justin said it's Jackson Hole, not Jackson. No, it's Jerome Bowell and Jackson's Hole. I know what I'm talking about, Justin. Gertie Lawrence Nacor said November 13th. That's where you think the top's gonna be? I actually kind of like that one. Billy said Suzy Q's, OMG, those were the catalysts for my teenage weight gain. I remember enjoying them for a short period of time. You know what I never really got behind? The pies, the gas station pies. And that's no doubt what like McDonald's based their pies off of. McDonald's pies like evolved. And they're delicious. The pies at the gas station are like hard, crusty, disgusting, sugary pockets of nasty. I remember liking them when I was a kid, and I think about it now and I'm like, oh, why did I ever eat those? They're filthy. Gertie said teether. What is teether? Brendan Hogan said also extra per kid you have. It's also extra per kid you have. Oh, that's right. Yes. Philly said, JJ, do you know anybody that rode the bear market down shorting altcoin shitters? I do not, actually. I do not. Besides anime. I think anime probably made bank doing that stuff. I haven't heard from him in a while. I hope he's doing good. He DM'd me a while ago to check up. He said he was doing pretty good, so that's good. Gertie said USA Ram FG ATM Antique. Okay. Billy said the gas station pies were room temp. McDonald's were warmed up. But McDonald's pies are completely different now. They're amazing. The gas station pies are just gross. Even if you warm them up, they're nasty. Skull Cruncher said check bonk. Let's go check bonk. Nice. Okay, so bonk, we have this gigantic, actually it's not gigantic, this nice little range that we want to break into, and it starts right around 2.7. So we're currently at resistance right now. Let me put some horizontal lines on this bad boy. We're at resistance right now based on previous resistance. Resistance turned support, turned resistance again. So there's a lot of confluence here. Right where we're at, if we get above that, then the next stop should, in theory, be that 2.7 level. Gertie said 2026. I like 2026. Oh, you're saying November 2026? November 13th, 2026? I'll take that. That's sick. So yeah, bonk, close above this 2375 would be great. And hopefully a continuation up to that 2.7 level. I'm sure Bitcoin's going to do great as soon as I get off. As soon as I get off the stream. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Very exciting day today. DJNair said, anybody here order the Seeker Solana phone? I've heard about it. I have not seen anybody that's ordered it. I saw some funny memes on X about it. Has anyone received them yet? Have they started sending them out? I feel like crypto hardware is kind of a niche area, but I'm not gonna lie. I would probably buy a phone, like a Bitcoin phone or something. I think that'd be sick. Like if Jack Dorsey came out with some kind of Bitcoin phone or something, dude, I would buy that in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? Crypto people like tech. Oh, they started sending them out. Let's go, dude. I'm not gonna say. I can't say it. I have a really good idea. I don't want anybody to steal it. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Market's quiet. Let's go check fear and greed really quick. It's 60 right now. Yesterday it was at 50, and last week it was at 56. Last month it was at 71. Nice. Okay. And then coin market cap. We're at 56 on coin market cap's fear and greed. Altseason indicator is at 49. If we cross the 50 threshold, that'll be, I think, the second time in recent history, in the last 3 months, that we crossed the 50 threshold. It's about to get spicy. It's about to go down. Ooh, OKB's up 300% in the past 90 days. Dang. Arrow's up 145. ETH is up 90. Lido's up 78. Link is up 73. Crow's up 58. Bitcoin Cash is up 42. HBAR is up 35. Tron is up 35. Nice. BNB's up 34. Sweet. Okay, so honestly, these are probably the next runners. Not financial advice. Ooh, Farcoin's down 31%. Dang. Billy said Solana phones are refurbished Obama phones. That'd be so funny, dude. DJNair said a lot of people received it already. Haven't received any shipping notification yet, though. Yeah, but the airdrops paid for the first phone twice. That's true. Justin said, I think people are still a little scared from the volatility. I bet a lot of people had really bad days this week. Oh, 100%. I want to see what's not up so I can buy it. Exactly. You can buy Mike Tyson's piss coin called Pith. We got Near. Okay, I'm going to start from the top. Pax G, Sand, Theta, Gala, Near, Pith, Jupe. Jupe is probably a no-brainer buy. BitTorrent, IMX, JTO, Jasmy, hate Jasmy, VChain, Shib, Polkadot, Filecoin, The Graph, Aptos, Zchain, BGB, Cas, Tau, GT, With, Pepe, Render, WAL, Fetch, STX, whatever S is, TIA, WLD, Trump, Fartcoin, XMR, A, Virtual, Dexy, Pump, and Pi. I think Pi is going to go down forever. Honestly, that's one that they just print endlessly to pay out rewards. Not financial advice. Don't sue me. So Altseason Index is about to cross that threshold of exciting altcoin times. The next one would be 75, I think, wouldn't it? Or does it go down? Does it go up or down? It goes down. It goes up. So 75 is a full fleshed out alt season. We have not had one since December 3rd, 2024. Alts got spicy. That's when alts randomly started making all-time highs, and that lasted, I think, until about March 2025. That was like the pre-bull. And we are now, in my opinion, officially entering the real bull market, which lines up with past cycles. But I do think that this one's going to last longer. If it doesn't, it's still going to go into 2026, because the last one went from 2021 to 2022, where it eventually kind of fell apart. Total cost 195 billion. That's nothing, man. If they're going to make, what did they say, 10 trillion? 195 billion for some votes. They're going to do that for sure. I think I'm estimating early 2026 they announce $600 stimmies from tariff revenue. That's my guess. Okay, where do I check? Is it stablecoin dominance? Crypto stablecoins dominance. Crypto stablecoins market cap. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is... Here's your answer. Whoa! When did they start measuring this? May of 2025? Whew! What is that gap down? It's crazy. It's at $290 billion. And you know what's crazy is when you swap from like USDC or USDT to like Bitcoin, that stablecoin doesn't stop existing. I'm pretty sure it just exists forever now. I wonder what they're going to do about that. That has me so curious, dude. Stablecoins are going to be such a gray area. We're literally heading towards Blade Runner. I truly believe we are heading towards Blade Runner. People are going to be able to like counterfeit digital money, and it's going to be the and would it even be considered counterfeit if you launch a meme coin and then you make a crap ton of money and you swap that for a stablecoin? That's technically just creating money out of thin air. And we're right at the beginning of it. Gertie said Japan 1600. Pinlink is up 2.24% on the day already. My face hurts from smiling, man. You know you had a good day when your face hurts from smiling. MicroStrategy up 6.09%. So we were calling way back here. We were calling for MicroStrategy to come down to 333. It touched exactly that, bounced beautifully. My target right now still stands at $500. So let's see how long it takes us to get up there, but I'm excited. Because $500 MicroStrategy means Bitcoin's probably at like 150K. So we'll see what happens. Zero said, yo, what's going on, Zero? Happy Friday, my friend. Cheers. Smash the like button on your way in. Appreciate you for joining us. How's your weekend? I'm working a couple hours tomorrow. Got to get more DCA money. With the market getting a little pumpy. Dude, I'm excited. My work day is going to be so lazy and fun. Zero said, all good. Happy Friday to you. Nice. How'd you like this pump? The Daddy Powell pump. He was like a wounded puppy on stage because of the jobs data, dude. They rug pulled the jobs data like straight out from under him. It was crazy. They had been presenting they're like, jobs data is amazing. Jobs data is up here. They're like, it's amazing. It's way up here for 6 months, 8 months, whatever. And then they're like, uh-oh, we lied actually. All of that jobs data is actually really bad. It's not good. we've been lying the whole time. The information is incorrect. And Powell, like, that was his entire, like, foundation for his reasoning for keeping rates so bad this whole time. And that just completely got, like, literally, they ripcorded it out from underneath him. So he showed up on stage today and he was like, we're going to change our policies so that we're not worried about 2% anymore. Dude, it was crazy. Absolute insanity. Zero said all the stats are rigged. Dude, it's all fake. It's all one big political theater so that they could make you believe that there's value to this paper money for just a little bit longer. But if I can use that paper money to buy myself a house, then I'm game, man. I'm game. Bitcoin dominance officially below 59. Is it going to come back up and retest? Maybe. Hopefully it fails. We will see what happens. It's currently rebounding off of 58.3, 58.35. Oversold territory. I'm not sure if that's relevant. The RSI on Bitcoin dominance specifically. TSG wanted to look at .BTC. Oh, we did look at this. Beautiful. So it broke out. Is it going to retest and continue? That's what it looks like it's doing. Look at that huge volume candle. That's crazy. I like it. Billy said, I love the stock dip this week. Grabbed a couple more Palantir. I think Crypto Face went hard on Palantir as well. Zero said, no. Crazy Dom going down, alts winning. Heck yeah. We've been kind of calling it this whole time. It's been pretty nice. Can you trade Bitcoin dominance? I bet you can on like Binance. I remember Anime used to trade all that stuff. Vikey said, can you check where we could go down on Doge for a retest? Would like to long it again. Yes, I absolutely can. So Doge for a retest. Let's see. See, this is where I got screwed, man. They took all my lines out. I was pissed. They were like, oops, this chart's not here anymore. I'm like, what the hell? That's literally my stuff is on there. I could reference an old stream, I'm sure, but it's all going to be the same data. I guess I'll put one more right here. For sure, yeah. Okay. Okay. Billy said, Vikey, be careful, bro. Doge is kind of old news now. It is the people's meme, though. It's a household name. So it's kind of two sides of the same coin. We're rejecting at 24,130, which is resistance based on these peaks. So, see, I guess I wouldn't look for a full-on like pullback retest scenario. If we consider this like a W or a double bottom or even an inverse head and shoulders right here, I would maybe want to see a slight breakout retest continuation. Because we just kind of pop right out, I would be hesitant to wait for a retest all the way down to 22. Although we might get exactly that. We did just kind of go crazy and explode. But that was also technically a recovery from people being overly bearish. So there's two sides to the story. I guess I would I would look at 23 and then 22. And then if it gets bad again for some reason, 20. But I would try to front run the measured 22. And then I would set it up for 22 as well. That's what I would do. Not financial advice. Where's the Doge fractal of yours? See, that's the problem. That's the problem. That my Doge chart got deleted. But I reference it every single day. So what I can do is I can go to my channel And I can go to a stream from a couple days ago. And I can find where I talked about Doge. Okay, Doge is a couple more after this. Avalanche, Chainlink, and Doge. Okay, do I show the fractal? See, what's going to be hard is finding the fractal again. No, zero. So this Doge Tether standard futures on Bing X. Oh, there was a stupid freaking exclamation mark. See, here's my problem. They do pop-ups for ads. They do pop-ups if you have ad blocker. They do not do pop-ups if they're going to delete a chart. I wasn't looking for this stupid little red exclamation mark. That's probably exactly what that is. It's probably telling you this is going to get deleted. Take your data elsewhere. I have it nowhere else. So I'm screwed. This entire chart got deleted. It was just gone one day. Dang it. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe cherry pick through some old stuff and see if I can find when I talked about the fractal. That's upsetting. Maybe I could find it again. We got a little head and shoulders scenario. Gertie said Philippines, Japan. Nice. Let me go to the daily. Must be chart taken down or exchange gone underwater. That was my, because what the heck is Bing X? I've never even heard of them. I don't know why I had that for my Doge chart. Oh, is it this crazy monstrosity? I bet you that's exactly what it was. Pikey, tell me if this is it. What am I doing here? I'm gonna go boop. And then this thing just goes bananas. Ugh. Is that what it is? I'm gonna guess. No, it can't be that, right? Maybe that's it? I don't know, man. I'm lost. Scoot down, squeeze. That goes to $1, $1.50. I kind of like that, actually. What I don't like is this super duper forever long sideways junk. Nobody likes that. My entire basis for this is just this little spike, which is literally like the most textbook pattern in the world. That can't be it, dude. It's fine, JJ, and we'll find another day. All right. Well, we'll have to lock in and see what we can figure out. I'm upset, man. I'm upset. Was it a monstrous fractal? What's going on, Mr. Robbers? Cheers. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy DCA day. Okay, let me make it shorter, though. I don't want it to take forever. And because it's a fractal, we can just cherry pick how long it takes and all that stuff. I think... Yeah, this is why you got to kind of, like, approach it with some skepticism whenever people on X are like, this is the next big move that's going to happen. Pack your bags. It's going to be crazy. Because I just literally made this up. It actually looks kind of good, too. And I could zoom out and I could draw a couple of shapes and a couple of arrows and a couple of circles and be like, this is the next big Doge. It's going to make you a billionaire. Find out how much you need. It actually doesn't look that bad either. I'm going through the psychological needs to convince myself so that I can be a perfect salesman and convince everybody on X to subscribe to my paid newsletter. Yeah, basic up, down, up, down, up. And on the actual chart, you're going up, down, up, down, up. See what I mean? Yeah, we'll figure out. We'll figure out what the actual fractal was. I'm going to leave that on there for now, though. It's fun enough. Fun enough for me to forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Let's go back to Bitcoin. We are quiet. We are chilling. We're breathing. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Mr. Roberts, I think everybody needs your help. Tyler is burying everybody for the daily close contest, and he's up. He's at 30 now. He's at 30 wins. It's becoming unsustainable. Runaway inflation on Tyler's daily close score. All right. We got a request for XRP. Mr. Roberts said, JJ, if Powell sticks the perfect soft landing, I'm going to do the longest 4-year-long slow golf clap for that MFer. I honestly don't think he has been wrong so far. I think the problem now is that the jobs data was revised kind of against... I think that you're right. The problem is that his foundation was based on incorrect data. And that's not his fault. The jobs data was reported incorrectly. They reported this amazing jobs data, and everyone was all cheerful, and, you know, Powell was like, well, jobs look great, so the economy's good. And then they revised it, like, months later. They were like, oh, all of the previous jobs data that looked amazing like this actually looks like trash. It's not good. We fixed it. Jobs data's no good. And I think that's why he looked like a wounded puppy on stage today, freaking out, doing a complete 180 pivot towards rate cuts. Because I think he realized that we are, like, spiraling towards stagflation, and we are never going to see less than 2% because everything's been kind of broken for so long. Because, and I don't know. I'm going to be critical because they get paid a ridiculous amount of money, and it seems like they do nothing. If their entire job is to do nothing and then report on nothing being done, and in the background, they're like renovating the basement of their luxurious, like, marble, golden, inlaid building, then I'm gonna be a little critical. It feels like they didn't do shit. And now they're like, we're reevaluating our policy and we're changing. They should have been doing that from the beginning. They should be able to mold to the scenario. They should not be a rigid, like, stick figure that is unable to do anything, dude. If the things don't line up perfectly, they don't do shit. They're just like, oh, we're gonna wait. I think that that's silly, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not an economist. There's a reason why I have aspirations to get into politics, but I haven't done it yet because I have zero experience or knowledge or desire. To be completely honest, I would hate to be Jerome Powell. I would also hate to be Donald Trump. I'd hate to be all of them. It sounds like a nightmare. So I have respect for them in that respect. That's about it, though. XRP. We've been tracking this range for XRP in between $3 and $3.40. It's been a really nice range. Anything below has been an instant buy. Anything above has been an instant sell. Question now is it going to get a sustained move above 340? Or are we just going to be stuck in this purgatory range again for however long? Volume could be better. RSI looks fine. You got bullish div. On the 4-hour time frame, everything is lining up to hopefully hold above $3. Zero said, nah, pow job sexy. I enjoy the idea that he's like an old dude and he talks about working out all the time. That cracks me up, dude. For some reason, old dudes just like being like buff. It sounds funny in my head. A buff old dude. Old man strength is a real thing, though. Mr. Roberts said, see, what I think is he knew that the jobs data, he knows before the rest of us, U.S. government knows, and he knows the curve. He needed to hold that data close to the chest to even the tide 100%. Okay, I like that. Nope, LOL, that's arrogant of me. 80%. Gardy said, Lilio, Japan. I'm not sure what any of that means. All right. Bitcoin is quiet, guys. It's probably going to remain quiet until I get off. We got our liquidation points, though. We're looking good. I'm still on schedule for my August 24th through the 30th Bitcoin breakout, fractal speculation. So we will see what occurs. I'm going to call it an evening. I appreciate you guys for joining me on this lovely Friday night. Hopefully, I got to get back on for an emergency stream. I am going to work for a couple hours tomorrow morning, but when I get home, maybe I'll do a video game. Maybe we'll do a long format stream tomorrow or Sunday. We'll figure something out. I think we'll do something fun, especially if the market's going to get extra spicy. I want to stick around and stream a lot longer for you guys when the market starts doing better. So anyways, as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Friday. Smash the like button on your way out, and good night. Zero said, what's the volcanic eruption in Hawaii right now? Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, have a great night, y'all. Let's go see really quick. Hawaii volcano. Another series of eruptions imminent at Hawaii's Kilauea volcano. Erupts 300-foot lava fountain for 30th time. Kilauea? That's kind of fun to say. Alright. Yeah, hopefully we get some spicy Bitcoin action. So I got to hop back on. Appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Jackson's Hole Jerome Bowell Day. I love you guys. Good night.